you fell madly in love.
Absolutely.
You decided you wanted to have children. And that's where all these questions started to come in, because obviously this can be passed on genetically.
Yeah.
And you'd also, I think, been sterilised, so you had to go through various processes.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you chose to go with, there are two versions, I think, of IVF.
Yes, yeah.
So you explain to us what those
Well,
are.
we had genetic counselling about a year and a half. So they gave, at the end of it, they gave us two choices. PGD treatment, which they get the embryos, take a cell out of each embryo and test it to see if it's got the gene.
This is pre-implantation genetic diagnosis.
That's right, yeah. And then they, if it's got the TC gene, then they get rid of them. And if it hasn't, then they implant it. But that was much more money. You'd have to go to London, and where we live, it's like 2.5 hours.
Time away from the family.
Time away from the family, yeah. And it's just, there was more cons than there was pros.
But you could have screened it out had you wanted to.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
And so that is what some people saw as a controversial decision.
Yeah.
That you decided that, and for the reasons that you've given, you didn't pursue that route. And so there was a 50-50 chance of the gene being passed on.
Yeah.
And it could be varying degrees as well, couldn't it?
Absolutely.
Different degrees of severity.
Severities. I mean, we know people that have got TC that hasn't got, that children has not got it.
Yeah.
We know someone who was twin, but they have got it and the twin hasn't. So it's just varies. It sounds awful, but it's hit and miss, really, and people just got no idea what it involves.
And
That's
also, the thing that I think really touched me that I read about you is that you knew that it could possibly happen, but you said you love him, so therefore you want something that's part of him.
And it's natural for every couple to want a baby together, so why would it be different for us?
So what sort of a reaction did you get?
Oh, all types. I mean, we're quite lucky because your mum and dad and my family are brilliant, and we do have neighbours that have been fantastic and, you know, close network, but obviously it is the bad things that do get to you. So we've just had, before Alice was born, I mean, you'd get people stop in the street and go, ooh, right in front of his face, and what am I doing with a muppet like him, and, or a thing like him? Oh, he ain't got a job because look at the way he is. He's a teacher, he's probably more intelligent than a lot of people out there, you know.
Well, certainly than the thickos that said that.
Yes, exactly.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. And with her, we've only had a couple, but she's a baby at the moment, so she's going to be gorgeous, but it's later on that she might get
gorgeous.
it. Oh, absolutely.
She is beautiful.